Okay, so our first topic for today is Ether channel. Okay, what is Ether channel? Anyone? What is Ether channel? Any idea? Anyone? No?
No,
Okay,
sir.
please make a note. Ether channel is a tool used in network to increase the bandwidth. Ether channel is a tool used in a network to increase the bandwidth. Done? Done everyone?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, what is the use of Ether channel? What is the use of Ether channel? As per the definition, we can understand Ether channel is a tool used in a network to increase the bandwidth. What do you mean by increase the bandwidth? It's a very simple. If you will just focus on the terms, you will understand the complete scenario. What exactly this topic is talking about. Okay. So this is basically increasing the bandwidth. Okay. Now, what is the use of Ether channel? As per the definition, we can understand it's increasing the bandwidth, but where exactly it's required, why exactly you want or you need to increase the bandwidth. So it's a common sense, because whatever we are getting new switches or new devices, they all have the gigabyte port. Okay, so you will get bandwidth and sufficient bandwidth, but Ether channel
हेलो
basically, yes, Ranjit.
सर, मैं अपना कल का कंप्लीट नहीं कर पाया था, तो आज क्लास ले सकते हैं ना? मैं कोई दिक्कत तो नहीं होगी?
No, no, it's
कल का
completely different topic. Okay, but more or less it's related to STP. Okay, but uh, not much related. Okay, so you can take this class.
ओके सर, एक बार रिपीट कर सकते हैं? बिकॉज मैं अभी आया हूँ नेटवर्क इशू के चक्कर में,
Okay,
सर
sure.
रिपीट हो सकता है?
So
ओके,
we are
थैंक यू सर.
doing today Ether channel. What is Ether channel? Ether channel is a tool used in a network to increase bandwidth. Okay, Ether channel is a tool used in a network to increase bandwidth. Now, what is the use of Ether channel? Where exactly Ether channel is required?
सर बैंडविड्थ में
Bandwidth. Good question. Bandwidth. What do you mean by band? What do you mean by width? Anyone? Just break the word and explain me. What do you mean by band and what do you mean by width?
Band means range.
Anyone? Depends. Yes.
Range of the device.
Arrangement of the device. Okay. Anyone
Range.
else? Okay. Range of the device. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else? Have you ever see any water pipe or any kind of pipe?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So width means width,
But
like chaudai. Yes. Band means range,
range.
right? Now, how much our width would be, that much of data can be passed from that pipe. just like a water pipe, right? So if you want more water flow from this, you should have to increase the size of the pipe, the width of the pipe, right? Then you will get more flow of the water. Just like that, in network, if you want more bandwidth, you should have, it's a simple, right? Ranjit?
या सर समझ गया सर मीन्स
Good.
वही ना जो पाइप का जो होल होता है उसकी जितनी भी विड्थ होती है उसे बैंडविड्थ कहते हैं
Exactly. जितना चौड़ाई होगा आपके पाइप का, you will get that much of packets or the data, right?
ओके
Now, if I have, okay, let me clear one thing. Once I will like take 3 to 4 minutes, then it will be clear everything, okay? Now I'm asking about what is the use of ether channel, use of ether channel. Where exactly we use. So as I told you that in new devices, in new technologies, we are getting much sufficient, like we are getting gigabyte port and the speed is sufficient. So basically ether channel is a tool, helps us to increase the bandwidth, right? So where exactly we will use? Definitely it's a common sense. We will use ether channel in such a place where we have a less bandwidth. Where is the less bandwidth? In old networking devices, networking hardware you can say, or wherever you will have a slow connection. So whenever or wherever we have old networking devices or slow connection, we will use ether channel there only. Okay, this is the use. Why we use this? Why? Common sense again. What is doing? Ether channel is increasing the bandwidth. Why exactly we want the like more bandwidth? Just to
Range.
sending large files between devices, right? Sending large files between devices. It's common sense, no rocket science. Very easy, very simple, right? I have learned only one thing. What is ether channel? Ether channel is a tool which helps us to increase the bandwidth. Done. Now, if you remember this thing, why exactly you want ether channel, what is the use, that's done. Now, as per that definition, we can say what is the use. The use is where we are having old networking devices or slow connection, then there only we will increase the bandwidth. Why exactly we will increase the bandwidth? So that we can send the large files, because in slow connection or less bandwidth we cannot send the large files, so there only we will require the ether channel, right? Now if you have the option of ether channel or fiber, if you have the option of ether channel or fiber, which one you will use?
Fiber, sir.
Fiber.
Definitely fiber,
Yes, sir.
right? Because
Yes.
again common sense, ether channel is only required where the connection is slow or the
No.
devices are old. Done.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Now types of ether channel configuration. What are the types of ether channel configuration? Types of channel configuration. So we have basically two type of ether channel configuration, right? What are they? LACP and PACP, right? LACP and PACP. What is this? LAGP is link aggregation control protocol. It's an industry standard which use 802.1, I think, AX. Okay, so it's a industry standard, and PAGP is a Cisco proprietary. Okay, so it's a Cisco
Yes, sir. Yeah,
proprietary.
Adipa
Yes,
session.
Santagi.
Yes.
Okay, Cisco proprietary link aggregation control protocol. So Cisco is silent here. Okay, so P means proprietary link, AG aggregation control, and then P as in protocol. So LACP is a link aggregation control protocol. It's an industry standard protocol 802.1AX. Okay. PACP is the Cisco proprietary link aggregation control protocol. All right. Done. Done, everyone. Any query from this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Santagi.
Yeah. The PAC-P,
Uh-huh.
it is the acronym. So I want to know the full meaning for PACP. That is
PAGP,
the PAC.
PAGP, PAGP. It's a
Okay,
Cisco.
PAGP.
Yes. PA is in uppercase, G in lowercase, and then P is in uppercase. PAGP. Okay.
Okay.
So it's a Cisco proprietary. Like the full form is proprietary link aggregation control protocol.
The proprietary link aggregation protocol. All right. Thank you.
All right. Any other query from anyone? No. Now, how many modes are there for Ether channel? While configuration, while setting, how many modes are there? Okay. So let me take the new notepad. MS Paint. Okay. Ether channel settings. Okay. Ether channel settings. Now, there are 5 mode of Ether channel. Okay. Just make a note. First one is active. Second one is passive. Third one is desirable. Fourth one is auto. Fifth one is on. Okay. Active, passive, desirable, auto, on. Now what are these? Okay. Now active. If you use this command active, it will enable lag P unconditionally. Okay. Okay, just write down in such a way. Active enables lag P unconditionally. Okay. Passive enable lag P only if lag P devices connect lag P devices detected. What does it mean? Let us take an example so that you can get the better understanding. Right now everything is going theoretically, so I think it's difficult to understand. So I'm just taking practical example of this. Mm, Suppose if we have two switch, okay, I'm connecting this to switch. These two switch are old, okay, both the switches are old. I'm assuming that both the switches are old. I need to forward a packet. Let me take two examples. Okay, can you see guys on the screen? I have connected two old switches with three ports, three cables. Okay, by default, we all know that from yesterday's session, if there is a switching loop happening, automatic by default spanning tree protocol happens, right? It will work. So that is why you can see here, like whenever there is a switching loop is happening, these two port is getting blocked. Can you see that? Guys,
Yes, sir.
right. Now, I don't want a spanning tree to work over here because I connected these cables intentionally and I want this cable to work as a same cable and I want to increase the bandwidth of that switch so that the large files can be moved from this PC to this PC. Okay, there only ether channel is required as per the definition and previous statement or whatever we have done till now. This is the condition, this is the scenario, right? Now I just explained active and passive. Active means whenever you are running lag P on any switch, Okay, if you are running lag P on this, that will be unconditionally. First configuration will be unconditionally. Then again, if you are configuring the different devices, there should be also lag P, means if you are configuring active on one switch, the other should be in passive. All right. If you are configuring, okay, let me explain this two definition as well. Now, just make a note of desirable. What do you mean by desirable? Desirable means it will enable PAG P unconditionally. Enable PAG P unconditionally. If you're running PAG P on one switch, the second should also be the PAG P, same protocol, so that it cannot be mismatched, right? So if you are configuring desirable on one switch, the second should be auto. So what do you mean by auto? Enable, it enables PAG P only if PAG P devices is connected, detected. As simple as that. No confusion. Active, passive, desirable, auto. On, it will enable ether channel only. Okay, it will not check either it is PAG P, lag P, whatever. I have to go somewhere for urgent work, that's why I can't attend the session. Okay, no worries, brother. All right, now let us come to the practical part. Have you noted down, everyone? Done?
Yes, sir. Done.
So to configure ether channel, how will we configure that? First of all, please make a note. Then only I will show you the practical things. Otherwise, simultaneously, if we will show you and you will write, you will not understand. So first of all, complete the theory part, then we will come to the practical part. The basic concept to configure ether channel is first of all, shut down all inter-networking devices connected port, means switch. You have to shut down those ports where you are going to configure ether channel. Okay, so this is the first step. Now second step, go to switch 1, say I have to switch 1 and switch 2. Just think logically, okay, just think logically what exactly we are going to do there. We are going to club this 3 port and I want to make this as a 1 port to increase. Okay, just for example, if I have 3 small bit of pipes, I'm getting small amount of data from each of them. If I want to pass the large amount of water from them. Is it possible? No. So I need to club, like I need to replace these 3 pipes with a large width pipe, right? So I am going to club this 3 pipe into a one large pipe. Okay, this is the logic which we are going to implement here. Done. Now, so the command would be int range, because we have a range of interface which we have connected over here. FA1, 2 and 3. I have connected int FA1, 2 and 3. These 3 port. So int range FA0/1 to 3. Okay. Once you type this command, you will be in the interface range mode. Correct? Now we will creating a channel group. Channel group 1. You can say any number. Okay, you can give any number, 1, 2, 3, anything. Channel group 1 mode passive or active, because I'm going to configure LACP over here. Okay, so you can give whatever you want, whichever mode you want, you can give that command over there. Okay, now I have created a group over there. I want that group to be the trunk group. Switch port mode trunk. Okay, and switch port no negotiate. This is one set of command. Okay, there's only 2 set of command, no need to worry. Okay, there is only 2 set of command. The first one, I am creating a group. I just go to the like range. I am creating a group. I'm changing the mode. That mode is a trunk mode. Why? Because what is trunk? What is trunk? Just clear a concept. What is trunk? Why exactly we are creating the trunk over here? Anyone? We already have covered VLAN. So why exactly we use trunk?
To use for different VLANs.
Sorry?
To use different VLAN.
To use different VLAN. But what is the use of trunk? What exactly that trunk do?
To pass the data of one VLAN to
Carry,
other.
yes, exactly.
Another VLAN.
We create a trunk port, or we use the trunk just because that is carrying your information, the VLAN information of a switch from one device to other device, right? So that is why we are creating here trunk, so that it can carry the information of this device to the different internetworking devices. Done. Now the second set of rule is, after creating this group, I am going to int port channel 1. I have already created a group, so I am going that three interfaces now clubbed with a group, that is channel group 1. That is why this time I am going to interface, not physical interface, the channel, the port channel 1 which we have created. So again I am giving a command, this complete group should be the trunk. Switch port mode trunk. So you will use this command 2 times, one at the time of creating the group, after creating the group, after clubbing that 3 interfaces, again whenever you are going to the interface mode of that particular channel, again you are giving the instruction that that particular interface is a trunk interface. Okay. Then the same command will run on the different switch as well. Only the difference would be if you are using passive in this, vice versa, you have to select active on the different devices. Okay. Let us come to the practical part now. This is switch 1. As host name I'm changing as W1. Okay. Now we have a range of 1, 2, 3. Okay. First of all, I have to shut down all the ports. So again, int range fa0/1, 2, 3 shut down. Then all three interfaces are down now. Now I am in the interface range mode. Okay, I am in the interface range mode. The first command was we have to create the channel group. So it's not taking. Yes, see it because not taking because we have a two command, channel hyphen group and channel hyphen protocol. That is why it's not taking. So channel hyphen group. Now you can give the number from 1 to 6. I'm taking 1. Now what? Mode, ether channel mode. What exactly you want the mode? Ether channel mode. Here you can see active, auto, desirable, on, passive. Active, enable LACP unconditionally. Auto, enable PACP only if the PACP device is detected. On, enable ether channel only. So whatever I told you, that is here, right? So right now we are just going to configure LACP. So for LACP, what are the commands we have? This active,
Active,
and
passive.
passive, right? So active. Done. So I have changed the mode of that 3. I have clubbed that in the ether channel with the active command. Okay. Now what was the next command? We have to
Trunk port.
create the trunk, switch port, mode, trunk. Make sure right now we are in the interface range mode. Okay, we are not in the interface mode. We are in the interface range mode. I'm just giving the command that whatever channel I have created, that channel is a trunk. Okay, done. Now what is the next? What was the next command?
Negotiable.
Yes, switch
Switch
port.
port negotiable.
No negotiate. What do you mean by no negotiate? Let me check here. Device will not engage in negotiating protocol on this interface. Okay. So that is why no negotiate. Done. Now we need to come. We have already created a club, a group, a channel. Now we have to go to the ether channel port. INT. What was the command? Port. Yes. INT. What was the command? Okay, I'm in this configuration mode. INT port channel 1. Okay, switch port, mode, trunk. Done. Done. Now let us come to this. Enable config T, host name as W2, int range fa0/1 to 3 shutdown. Okay, now channel group 1, mode. In the previous switch we have given the active command, so this will be passive. passive. Okay. Now, what was the second command? Trunk, switch port, mode, trunk. Done. What was the third command? Switch port, no negotiate. Three commands, simple. First, channel group, name, mode, active or passive, switch port, mode, trunk, switch port, no negotiate. Now, come out from the range mode, int port channel 1, switch port, mode, trunk. Done. int fa 0 slash 123. Now I'm going to
No shutdown.
no shut the port. int range fa 0 slash 123. No shutdown. Then come to this switch. int range switch fa 0 slash 1 to 10. No shutdown. 1 to
3.
okay, I have given 1 to 10. Okay, by default it was on. Let us check once. So IP INT brief. Okay, so everything is on now. Done. No spanning tree. No spanning tree. Let me check. So spanning tree. This is the root, but this is not blocking any port over here, right? What happened? Don't know why this Microsoft Edge is launching again and again. Do you guys know any troubleshooting for this? I have done everything, but don't know why it's automatically launching. Is it any virus or what? Do you guys have any information regarding this? Why Microsoft Edge is launching in Windows 10 automatically? I just checked for all the solution, but I don't know, it's not resolving.
So in the task,
Yes, I'm doing that only. I'm just doing that only. But automatically again and again it's launching. Okay, let it be. So now you can see here like all the ports are active. So if I send any packet, because I cannot send a large file and I can show you practically in the packet research simulator, but we can try to send the data and check. First of all, let me provide the IP address. 2. Ping 192.168.0.1. It's responding. Let us come to the simulator mode. I just want to set all. Edit filters. ICMP. Okay. Where is PC? Ping 192.168.0.2. So the packet is here. Let me forward the packet. Going. If we can check any details. Come on, yeah. Again, it's launching. Shit. From Microsoft site also, I checked all the solution. I have performed all the things, but still it's not resolving. I don't know what is happening. Okay, so like this, you can try to send the packet and check. Okay. So this is how you can check. Okay. So this was Ether channel. So any other question from this? Any question from this? From Ether channel? Guys? Any question? No?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Messi. Messi, I'm not getting your voice. Your voice is mute. Pawan?
Saying we can use both side in passive also. There is no effect. Nothing will problem. Right? So instead of active.
No, no, no. It should be vice versa.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay, if
Vice
you're using
versa.
active on one,
Hmm.
it should be passive on different one.
Okay, okay.